Did I get new ones? Did I get new ones? Huh? Okay. Welcome to my eccentric down the rabbit hole, crazy taxi page. In which I talk about common sense. I try to keep it down, nitty gritty under 10 minutes. The nitty gritty under 10 minutes. Nitty gritty. Yeah, that's old school. Y'all don't know what that means. It means get to the point. It means get to the gist. Get to the point. Alphaness is getting to the point. We don't have to describe too many technicalities, okay? We just use a lot of common sense and basic math, okay? That doesn't take no algebra. You don't have to be a rocket science to figure this out. But anyway, if you are a person who are just of the world and you fit in with a lot of people, my videos are not for you. Okay, you're gonna take me out of context, and it's not about disagreement. It's just that you don't have enough questions. You don't. Now, somebody was trolling my page a little while ago. Aphrodamius, was trolling my page like a year or two ago, and he was looking at me like, "Oh, they're gonna disagree with you." And there's also this guy, I forgot his name, but these are troll beta males, okay? And they get on my page and, "Oh, they're gonna disagree with you." No, it's not about disagreement, okay? This where you need to ask questions to understand a person before you make a judgment, and that's a problem with most people in society. So if you drink or smoke, you're not likely to like my content. If you are a person, an NPC, a non-playable character, you're not going to like my character, and my content, okay? I do not cater on to anyone on YouTube or any platform. As a matter of fact, you'll get your views on TikTok faster, or okay? Because I get hundreds of thousands of views on those videos. But when you look at my YouTube, you may see the counter saying 1 or 2 views because it's oversaturated. There are billions of people watching on YouTube, possibly so. But you want to start off, you gotta go on the TikTok, okay? Because it takes too long to get profit. But if you do want to make profit, the fastest way to make profit on YouTube is through children's programs, okay? And information is not really that popular. It's children's videos. I've looked at the algorithm and stuff, and what else? Whatever's trending in children's videos, you'll make your money much more quicker on those. But I see millions of people always watching children's videos. I can do that easily. That's not a problem. But my daughters will take care of that for me. I don't have to do much work. I get paid through the government because I work for the government. Use my psychic abilities and special magic abilities, attributes. Okay, you may call it disability or social. I don't care. You want to call me social delusional? That's okay. I don't give a fuck about you if you don't give a fuck about me. That's how it works. But other than that, my content is different. So that's what I want it to be on YouTube. Okay, if you've been watching my other videos, you know who I am by now. But let's get on with the video. Today's topic will be about, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast you put it down below. I talk very quickly, and people who don't know fluent English, okay, skedaddle, I'm sorry. Okay, you can pick up certain keywords that I'm saying, okay, because I know I'm moving a little too fast, but life is short, okay? We live less than 100 years old, okay? So let's get on with the topic for today. The enemy within. The United States of America. So I'm going to put the U.S. and United States flag up there. Maybe that will draw this video some attention because the U.S. flag represents a corporation. As I said this time and time again, it cannot be hit from the outside. It has to start from within. Now, most people in the world, by 80%, love diversity. And in China, not to talk bad about China, it can work to have a communist society, and it can work to have a socialist economy too. Yes, it can. Okay, if you have free energy, if people are disciplined enough to know how to recycle and not to be parasites like most of you people are, everyone must be a parasite to some kind of life form because we're all our energy. But some people take too much and they don't give enough. Some people take too much or have too much abundance, but do not give back to society, which causes them a dilemma for their next life. Okay, now, since I'm indigo, you won't understand my terminology if you do not ask questions. The enemy within will be basically yourself. United States is the greatest, most beautiful, most powerful country in the goddamn world. We must do war. America feeds off of the war. They do collateral damage. So if you're talking about America in another country, you're in danger. Do not talk about America's politics. Do not do that. The institutions, do not talk about your freedom of choices and freedom of rights, the Bill of Rights, of anything like that, the Constitution. Don't talk about, you don't know. Don't talk about America if you don't know. A lot of fools out there. As a matter of fact, anyone who's talking about America outside of America, their country's already fucked. They're already fucked. So I don't want to see it, and I just don't want to be it. But the enemy within usually comes from a person's ignorance, like your health. Okay, let's look at your health. Let's start from within. The enemy within is always going to be within, because if you're not paranoid enough, it's going to try to attack you from. You're going to allow all sorts of things inside. If you're not paranoid, you're going to listen to the social media. You're going to start taking vaccines. Okay, you're not going to do holistic. You're not going to do any research on doing things naturally. You are going to be ignorant. You're going to live in ignorance, and you're going to die in ignorance. And in your next life, you possibly will not be as ignorant. Okay. This world is a pandemonium world. The enemy is always from within. It is always from within. Like, for example, like we got people who are trying to contact aliens, okay, outside of our world. Again, I said it's a dangerous thing because we have to focus on within before we can focus on without. There are selfish people who are not focused on the people of this world, and they are looking for without, which will cause us danger, which will cause other people or neutral people to try to protect the planet from unseen foreign objects or alien races coming in this planet. We played the games. We know how it works. We're looking for a new way, like we're trying to be like Star Trek New Next Generation, but we're still a childlike race. I'm in the human body, but I'm not a child, okay? I'm in the human body, but I'm not a child. I see the human race as a very childlike race. All right? I'm in the avatar of this body. And I speak that because I'm just a visitor, as I said before, time and time again. I've learned this and I become aware when I was 7 years old, okay? All right? Okay. So since most of you are most likely human, hue means different colors, okay, of emotions or whatever. You do not have enough logic to understand how to escape fear. False evidence appearing real. You have to start focusing in within the self, and then you have to be flexible with everybody else, so you won't step on someone's toes. Don't tread on me. God damn it. Okay, I'm part of the illuminated one on the other side. Okay. All right. Now I'm not a part of the illuminated one, capitalism, like in this world. Okay, but it can work to fix and force people to make certain choices. Like when I talk to my peoples who are all across the world, who live in China, Bangladesh, India, Ethiopia, the Gambia, these people talk like they always want to come into America. Why can't the Chinese break free from communism? Because the people are technically weak from the inside. Okay. Now, I'm not saying all of them, okay? Not all of them. But you have to understand one thing. If there's no diversity, you cannot proceed forward. You cannot proceed forward like a unit. You can't do it. The people from outside, okay, of you watching. Okay, let me tell you the consequences before I could get on with the pathology here. You have to be part of the universe. It has to be dynamic. You can't just be a unit. And this is the only way. You cannot do that in these bodies. You cannot do that. But you do have to put a limit on it so it won't go out of control or pop. You get what I'm saying? You shake something up. If you shake it too much, it pops, right? It explodes. That's why we have the universe. The universe explodes all the time because things are not under control. You can have all of the beautiful pandemonium inside the bottle. You can, but you gotta control it. You gotta control it, guys. It all comes from within first. Everything comes from within first. So if you're like the communist China, okay, and a lot of people over there can be pretty racist to a degree, okay. Now I'm not saying all of them, but they don't believe that if you do something for someone, they will get kudos for it. They will not get kudos for it. They're afraid. They're living in fear. And when you live in fear, you live in racism, okay? You live in ignorance, you live in racism, okay? You have to pop the top inside your world first before you can actually, do anything that's very extravagant, okay? So since you understand that the enemy will always be within to destroy America and everywhere else, it will always be within. If there's a weak link, you must fix the weak link. You must fix the weak link. If there's like 10 people saying, oh, we should all get together and do this by force, okay, and we might as well be disciplinaries, yada, yada, yada. You have to make sure you go through every person that is around you and your surroundings to make sure it's okay. You must get approval, and you must do it in the most kindest way as possible. If someone looks down on someone for helping someone, like over there in China, and their own family fraternizes them, alienates them, then they have a problem. They have the problem over there. I was just watching a video about how the Japanese, Chinese people can be racist. Okay, I was watching a video on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure that they're not all racist. It's just that they're afraid. Okay, all right, they're afraid. They don't want to lose. They don't want to be cast aside because they tried to help someone that's different from them. Okay, they'll be alienated because they believe in the stigma or taboos, which keeps their minds locked in fear, okay, because they're too afraid to step outside the box. But of course, to each his own. I hope you learned something from this video. The enemy will always be from within. So if America falls, it's because we have too many weak links in America. We have too many weak links. We got everybody who wants to come in. That's why I can't be destroyed, because some people out there who just hate America. There's not enough people who hate America. Even the Chinese government or North Korea want to enter America. Everybody wants to. But the problem is that the source of what their problem is that the government has to stipulate certain rules. There must be collateral damage, and people must die. So when people call America the big bully, they have a right to be the big bully because they got to protect us. America has to protect itself. So what are we going to do? Okay, just sit there idle while you think you plan on the demise of bringing all your people together to try to do a Pearl Harbor again? Because that's not going to happen. The only atomic bombs that's dropped in the world was by America. So think about that. It's a very dangerous country. And I keep telling people, you do not want to fuck with America. They're using psychology on the 5th and 6th level. They are not even using normal means. Okay, they're using psychics and shit now for detectives now to catch people from overseas. They know where you're at. They're coming. So if you're a wicked person and you want to kill Americans or some shit because you don't like freedom, they're coming for you. And I feel bad for it. That's some magic that I don't even want to fuck with. Okay, I told you diversity is more powerful than a unit. A unit is not enough. Diversity is like everywhere, okay, But the enemy is going to always be within. So if America is destroyed, that means someone inside does not like America. And they have to build up a gathering of people, of followers inside of America to break the walls. Now, the weak point I see in America is allowing people to enter the country illegally. And then half of them are criminals or something. And that's going to be a very dangerous thing because they're not getting all of the milk and eggs that everybody else is getting, okay? Because I'm living a luxurious life as being poor. So that's an oxymoron. So if it's oxymoron that I'm actually rich, but I'm actually poor, what can I say to those people who live in underdeveloped countries? I tell them all the time they're rich because it's a state of mind. They don't understand the state of mind. Sometimes it's better to live poor so you can have a longer life, okay? So you gotta be careful with those conundrums, okay? Those algorithms, okay? Those catch-22s, okay? No, there's no one like me on the internet. No, I'm not gonna be popular on the YouTube, okay? I'd rather go the eccentric way, the abstract way. But the enemy within is very potent, okay? The enemy within is very, very fucking potent. And the only way America could be destroyed is that we got a bunch of people inside who's working together to break down the walls, the barriers. They say America has the biggest military budget spending. It has to happen. We have to have that. Okay, if we don't have that, then everybody in the world will go back to the Stonehenge. We will all be conquering people illegally, this by pure rage and anger and illogical emotion for selfish deeds. Okay, but anyway, we don't want to go back there, right? History does tend to repeat itself. But if you got this far, you're pretty goddamn special. Did you know that? And you have to go outside, okay? Go outside and play some ball for 3 hours like I do, Drink some vegan drinks and some soft drinks that are full of vegetables and stuff like that, what's his name? Dr. Sebi, and also, what is his name? The juicer, Jack LaLanne. Yeah, I think they were the greatest role models in my life, okay? Jack LaLanne, because he said to juice your food. You live longer if you juice your food. Start drinking your food rather than eating it. The body can process it better, okay? Because our bowels, I digress here. I'm just talking off the side of my tongue, okay? Here. And Dr. Sebi was born an alien, okay? He was an alien. There's a whole list of people who are born with natural knowledge, but they end up killing them. Okay, Nikola Tesla. Okay, look at those individuals. These individuals started wanting everybody to have free energy. You can create free energy in your house, but that's another thing for another video. When you create things in your house, keep it to yourself, man. You may tell one person, but don't tell another. If you don't trust that person to tell a secret, that person tells a secret and that person knows a secret. It's better to be in the third world country with them secrets. Don't be coming into a developed country. They'll still confiscate that shit because you got a snitch. And the snitch that you told, you didn't test, okay? If you create free energy in your house, or you can transform gasoline into water, okay, or water into a gasoline product, okay, or some shit like that, you can be killed for that. You start taking water out of it. That's another video, but I already made it already because you got this far. If you have any great ideas, don't just post it on their YouTube. It can be very detriment to your health, okay? Don't post all your ideas to YouTube. All right? Someone would take one of your ideas and try to, get popular off of it. And they'll be like, oh, that's my idea. I've already seen a few of my ideas get stolen, like Kevin Samuels. I said, if you want them, it's not stolen, but I gave it to you. I give innovative ideas to people all the time. I talk about virginity. If you want to take it, go ahead. I ain't seeing stolen, but I usually tell people, I say, go ahead, take the idea, go ahead. I want people to talk about virginity and helping women and learn about accountability, and helping men how to not hoard their monies and spending $60 million on mansions or trying to be a Joe Osteen. Okay, because when you're a preacher, you're supposed to get that money back to the society. There should be no homelessness in America, but it is. There is homelessness because of greed. Okay. But other than that, I digress here. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. I love the animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals. And yes, I'm still looking for my virgin wives. I might just reach 2, okay? It's so hard to find virgin women who are willing to be subservient and servitude, not slaves, okay? Because I know women get that out of context, and make babies, and then we are keeping ourselves isolated from the natural born world, which basically not completely isolated, but not just being too focused on media attention too much. Because my ex-wife, she just got brainwashed by the phone. Now she's lost her job, and now I'm making money from her because that was part of the plan all along. But it doesn't matter which way she went, okay? Now, but people want to call me a psychopath, okay? I don't give a fuck. How the hell am I a psychopath when I'm Jesus? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. But anyway, I love you all, but I hate the man you. I'm out of here, guys. Don't be greedy, because if you're greedy, your next life, you're not going to have nothing. You're not going to have shit, man. Honestly, look, the Will Smith, now we got the trending, it's Will Smith has traveled to the India, and Jada Pinkett went after him. I'm like, I wish Jada Pinkett leave him alone. Okay, I gotta make a video on all these things. Okay, each his own. I get upset, but when I get upset, I start to improvise and start to strategize and making research and shit, and then I do my crazy ass videos. But this is 18 minutes. Okay, but I hope you got the message to my madness, okay? Right, when I made this video, right? The enemy is within. It's not without. It's always within, dog. Always. Because you gotta be, if you're not paranoid, you're just allowing your circle of shield. And America is about a shield, okay? Okay, like Captain America. Right? To reflect on protecting America's interests and attacking your interests only, okay? The constitutional rights, okay? Emancipation Proclamation, all these things free people to make decisions for themselves. No other country has that constitutions. Now, you can go to Europe, they may have theirs, okay, in a way, but it's not like America's. It's not. Everybody wants to vote for America and want to come to America. You talk about America, you curse your own country. It's kind of like a catch-22. It's like your country is like this, but you're talking about America, the greatest of all countries. I don't understand how people, well, I do understand. I'm just exaggerating. But other than that, I don't try to go over 20 minutes. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. I love animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals. Peace.